had a team that I didn't believe could win the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs Kingdom will raise a banner, champions of Super Bowl 58.
And I'm going to do whatever I can to be back in this game next year, trying to go for that three-peat.
Mahomes gunning it long. Touchdown!
Attitude and effort every single play.
Mahomes is into the end zone.
My goal at the end of the year is to win the Super Bowl, and nothing else matters.
The Chiefs host the Texans Saturday on ESPN and ABC, and the winner of that one will face the winner of the Ravens and the Bills. The two top MVP candidates, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, will square off in an epic showdown. The Ravens mauled the Bills during their regular season meeting, but that game was in Baltimore. Stephen A., whose legacy improves the most with a Super Bowl win? Is it Mahomes, Allen, or Lamar?
To me, it's Lamar. To me, it's Lamar. I understand Mahomes, three-time Super Bowl champion, if that, I'm three back-to-back. But I'm just looking at Lamar from the standpoint, the greatness that we already associate with him. We've already validated Mahomes' greatness. He's already recognized as the greatest, arguably the greatest quarterback who ever lived. Lamar Jackson goes out there and wins a Super Bowl with all the other things we've already seen him do. All of a sudden, he's in a conversation, solidified as one of the greatest quarterbacks who have ever played in the National Football League. And when you combine the mercurial skills that he brings to the table, you know, it's already changed the game to some degree because everybody's looking for quarterbacks that are dual threats. But you'll certainly salivate over them even more if Lamar Jackson goes out there and proves he can get it done come playoff time and win you a Super Bowl. If he can do that, I mean, I just think it changes, elevates him to a stratosphere that he could never reach if he doesn't win a championship.
I could not disagree more than I do with that right there. I appreciate what Lamar has done, the two MVPs, all of those things. You are talking about a quarterback who is standing on the doorstep to win the only three-time back-to-back-to-back Super Bowl champion of our game. That is a massive accomplishment. Now, couple that with the GOAT conversation that has already been started with Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. We're not talking about a special year. We're talking about a special career already with Patrick Mahomes. People already, and you just said it, arguably the greatest of all time. Well, it can't be yet because we got Tom Brady, who unfortunately for Patrick Mahomes has won more championships than anybody, and it ain't close. So when you're having this conversation, you're talking about a legacy changer. Now Mahomes has something that Tom Brady never got. That is a massive chip in the legacy conversation for what Patrick Mahomes is and will continue to be in this argument. Lamar, two-time MVP, has been a fantastic quarterback, probably going to be a three-time MVP, honestly, this season. So now you'll be a three-time MVP, but you're talking about a three-peat Super Bowl champion, never done in the history of our game, and the way in which he's gone about the early portion of his career. And you heard him say it best, all I care about is Super Bowl. All the rest of it, wipe away. Why? Because he's in that GOAT, that real GOAT conversation. He's chasing Brady to get not only, because now you get close to Brady with a three-peat, you really are in that conversation the greatest of all time. And it is what it is. People can be mad, they can be upset. He's going to get close in a hurry if he locks that three-peat up this season.
Yeah, but he'd still be 3 championships away from Tom Brady. So I'm not saying
right, it's the early part of his career.
I'm not diminishing the three-peat aspect of it because I think that's important. But I think Stephen A. is right. It's Lamar Jackson with the most to gain. And it's not just what Lamar has done from an individual accolade standpoint, but it's how Lamar Jackson came into this league with everybody doubting that his style of play could lead to high-end success. All of a sudden now, we're talking about ushering in a new era of pro football where you're embracing quarterbacks that have the ability to be as dynamic as Lamar, being able to utilize his legs. Lamar is the founding charter member of the 4,000 passing, 900-yard rushing club. And guess what? There are more quarterbacks that are going to be on his heels in terms of being able to accomplish that. But if you think about where Lamar Jackson is now, and you think about where he would go with another championship, think about this. Lamar Jackson, 3-time first-team All-Pro. Lamar Jackson, 2 MVPs, it might be 3 in a couple of weeks. If you add a Super Bowl to that, Lamar Jackson is definitively a top 10 quarterback of all time, and he is in the conversation for top 5 quarterback of all time.
So you're saying top 10 is higher than greatest of all time?
No, what I'm saying,
but
I'm saying, where's Mahomes at right now? He's already. That's my point.
But think about it.
He ain't going up but one spot. Lamar Jackson right now.
You got to go up one by one.
No, but here's my point. Lamar Jackson. We're saying who has more to gain.
Oh no.
Lamar Jackson has a chance to make a bigger leap this postseason with winning a championship than Patrick Mahomes does.
Patrick Mahomes getting a 3-time or back-to-back.
I would say that in history, Patrick Mahomes, like legacy all time.
Yeah.
Yes. But as far as this season, it's Lamar.
Oh,
the bigger jump this season. Overall, to your point, when we're looking back in hindsight, absolutely Patrick Mahomes.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask all y'all this question then. Let's say Patrick Mahomes wins 5 Super Bowls. 5 Super Bowls, right? In total, in his career, he wins 5 Super Bowls. But he has the back-to-back-to-back. Does he get in the conversation?
But that's my.
Or is it just overall?
Well, see, Jeff, that's the part where I haven't had a chance to chime in. But I would absolutely call him the GOAT if he three-peats. He doesn't have to catch Tom Brady in my eyes in order to be the greatest of all time. If he three-peats in this era, absolutely.
So that's the legacy. That's who has the most to win.
Hold on. You're looking at him and you're saying he would be the greatest. You're stopping at that now. Let's say, for example, we're going to look to the future. Let's say, for example, Lamar Jackson finally wins 1. And then he three-peats. See, you got to win 1. We can't imagine that now because we don't even have 1. I'm just saying at the end of the career, of course, in its totality, you look at Patrick Mahomes. Let's stop right here, Jeff, right now. He's a 2-time league MVP. 9 dudes have won it twice. And all of them have won championships but Lamar Jackson. All of them. And so when you look at it from that standpoint, you know his greatness. You're just looking for it to be validated in the postseason. If he does, we don't compare him to Patrick Mahomes simply because of the championships. If Lamar Jackson wins a championship, especially if he beats Patrick Mahomes to do it, to get to the Super Bowl and then wins the Super Bowl championship, even with his greatness already cemented, we're looking at him in an entirely different light. You have people right now speculating that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest ever. A three-peat would solidify it. But there are people who are saying right now, he's the greatest because of his talent and the level of production he's done over the last 6 straight AFC title games, 5 years, 4 Super Bowl championships, 4 Super Bowl appearances. You look at that. But Lamar Jackson, if he were to win now, you'd actually start looking at him and comparing it to a Patrick Mahomes and saying, we got something special on our hands. Can't do that yet because he has no postseason success.
I don't know. One's more this season to me, and one's more legacy defining to be the overall, to be the GOAT. And I'm with you that to really be in the conversation with Tom Brady, like you were saying, if he had 5, if he gets that 3 in a row, that jumps you up right there.
Unbelievable.
Even if you don't get the same amount of, even if you don't get the same ring count.
But Jeff, what I'm saying is he's already right there.
I don't know.
No, he's not. He's not right there.
Well, you can say he's not right there. I'm gonna tell you this. Playing 11 years in the NFL, I played against Tom Brady, I played against Peyton Manning, I played against Aaron Rodgers. Patrick Mahomes, the best I ever seen.
Yeah.
The best I've ever seen. Now, we want to see more accomplishments when it comes to winning championships, but he's right there. If you're top 2 when it comes to the greatest quarterbacks of all time, but if you're top 2 when it comes to greatest quarterbacks of all time, you're in the conversation.
No, it's not top 2, it's 1.
We got to get that.
Number 1. We don't play. Do we play for second?
We don't play for second.
What do you want to be, a co-MVP?
Here we go. You know what it is?
I thought this was called sports.
Here we go.
First or last. Let's go.
Exactly. Mike McCarthy's time in Dallas is over, and Mike Parsons has a lot to say about it. Are we buying his comments on his former coach? We'll let you know about that. And we may be without Mad Dog on this Wednesday, but that's not stopping us from putting a fun twist on What Are You Mad About? Just wait for it. The whole team's involved.
They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Smith escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.